The mystery that we may never know.
The mystery of never bothering. For sure, question mark? I like
yeah.
3 of 6. What a serious feller.
Yeah, and you had to get off in case you were wondering.
Oh, I was like, man, there's no sale on this whole fucking garage fiasco. Whole basement storage thing. He's like, that's not funny. You fucking shut the fuck up, Griff.
No, he had to go take care of his kid.
I could.
His wife was going out somewhere.
I got no problem with people having kids and taking care of kids and everything, but I really don't want to hear them on the mic, you know.
Yeah.
That whole it's usually like playing with like a xylophone or something, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you. Were you there when we were talking about all the shit from this week at Bungie, like the new raids and the vault stuff?
Last night.
Yeah.
Might have been for some of it, yeah.
Well, they've been tracking our inventory since Warmind launched. So any gun, armor, ghost, speeder, ship, pretty much anything that isn't like a consumable, like faction rally tokens or shit you put on your gear, mods, all that crap.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to just take it out of the vault at a fairly high light, but apparently not max light. But I'm like, well, anything's better than 200 light where we pull out our exotics. But yeah, you're just gonna be able to pull out anything from year one. So like you could like, I mean, it won't be masterwork if you masterwork the gun or armor, you know, but you can pull out any gun or armor that you've had in your inventory or has dropped and been deleted. Which is pretty cool for me because my bank's just always full. Like I keep about 5 tabs free in the bank in case I need to put a set of armor in there or something.
Sure,
But it's just full. So they claim you can just safely delete everything. So I deleted about 25 guns and weapons and armor that I was like, you know, if shit happens, then shit happens, you know. But like, I'm not going to cry over a bunch of sidearms that I never used, but I kept for collection purposes, you know. I'm very, very happy about that.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Instead of having to go back out and grind for it to get it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? Because you got people like Ev who want like 3 shotguns from Escalation Protocol. You just pull them out. You just be like, fuck it. You're just like, okay, I have 3. I have 19 now. You know, like whatever you want.
Yep.
That would just save people like him from having to do that. That's good. And I would be like him if there was storage space. I absolutely would triple up every gun I use for every element and not have to swap it.
Yeah, that would definitely save a lot of time.
Yeah.
And resources and everything else.
Yeah. The other thing is the prestige raids. No changes. We're not going to go into Spire of Stars prestige and be like, you also have to like throw the ball twice at each other, or, you know. Like now Golgoroth fucking takes a dump after you hit him, and you got to shovel it. Like there's just no. It's the stupidest shit, right?
It's great. I love it.
Oh man, who's got the shovel? the relic. Yeah, I do. You got that green aura around you. No, I was just shoveling Golgoroth's shit.
Damn, I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Get out! He's gonna blow.
The best part was fucking trolling people. You'd go and hide in Gold Grouse Spotty and wait for people to come get their loot. Boom!
Kapow.
The fuck just got me. I'm like, haha.
That's pretty fucking good. Maybe for me, and it's a mix of like hate it and love it, but it's the one where the guy's like, "Well, I didn't die." Like, yeah, you're the one that exploded, asshole. We're all dead. You're the one that's fine. That means you were the one. My screen didn't turn green. Well, you didn't notice it.
Yeah, it did turn green. You just weren't paying attention.
Mm-hmm. And even if it didn't, the countdown on the left. And even if you didn't read that, you could, I don't know. Maybe we all have to just spread out all the time now, I'm trying to spread out, but Griff is following me.
It's like I was like, how do you not notice your screen like turns a different hue and like it's all blurry and green pulsating? Like,
I'm DPSing, motherfucker.
I
gotta land my crits.
I can still see it when I'm DPSing and looking down the scope of my freaking black spindle.
Like, I'll forgive anybody for not noticing it. Like the first couple times they're learning the encounter.
Yeah, that's true.
And they get it. So there's like a weird math problem there, right? It's like how many times do you do the encounter and maybe you never get the fucking curse, But
right, yeah.
Yeah, so they're not going to change any encounters in Prestige like that. They're not going to add any complexity of mechanics. And they're still going with their fucking curated loadout idea, where they're like, you have to bring an auto rifle, a submachine gun, and a sniper.
Right. Yeah. I've heard about that part.
They're trying to act like letting us bring whichever one we want is some kind of gigantic fucking acquiescence to the extreme hatred. There are people who like it. I don't know any of them. They're always just like weird faceless one-off people that are like, that sounds like a great idea, and you're like, okay, all right, brother. I get it. You could be like, everyone has to run sidearms, and it's like, yeah, we basically ran a sidearm fucking Rat King raid the other day. It wasn't a big deal, But this is gonna be Prestige. This is not, well, shit. It's even weirder than that, right? Because they're not doing anything for Leviathan Prestige. The only thing they're doing there is adding some more gear to it. So it'll be exactly the same, but we'll get some new rewards. But Eater of Worlds, Inspire of Stars, they're going to put, as far as I can tell from reading it, it's going to always have Prism, which can fuck right off because I hate Prism. Prism's annoying because it makes all of your shit suck when it's not the right element. It's one thing for it to be a multiplier, like solar is up, and you're like, sweet, and you switch to solar and you have an advantage. But when you can't switch to solar and you're just like, well, fuck, now all my shit sucks, I have to just use my primary.
Oh, and you're saying that in the curated loadout I can't use either Hard Light or Borealis? Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, it'll depend. If auto rifles are allowed as an energy thing, and does that count, or snipers, or snipers, the curated loadout. Are the curated loadout's going to be fucking boring? Are they going to be like, take a handgun and a shotgun and a sniper rifle? That doesn't make sense. Take a handgun, a scout energy, and a sniper rifle, and you're like, all right, so it's like a generic loadout. Got it. Like, it'll just never be happy. Like, part of doing raids is like us being like, oh, look what I used to like defeat this challenge in a cool way, There's just aspects to it. What's up, honey? Anyway, it's going to be both of those things. People kept telling me like, oh, it'll be like loadouts or modifiers. And there's also going to be 2 modifiers that they haven't announced yet that are made specially for raiding, that encourage teamwork or whatever. And I'm like, we'll see if it encourages teamwork or if it punishes lone wolf. Like, these guys do not fucking seem to get their heads wrapped around the difference between carrots and sticks. And we're not talking carrots on sticks. We're talking like you can make your donkey walk because he wants to eat the carrot, or you can make your donkey walk because you hit him with the fucking stick until he walks.
I love it. The analogies, man, it's awesome. Shit. Great.
We will see. I want to be reasonable about it, but their track record can go fuck right off. It's not like this faction rally is amazing. This faction rally is what you fucking get when someone has a better idea for faction rally, puts it into Google, translate it into Japanese, then translates it back to English.
Damn. That's some pretty harsh criticism there, Griff.
Well, what the fuck is this renown shit? Like, fine, you want to have like some conceptually the idea that you get famous for doing actions and then they send harder guys after you. That's all fine. It's all fine, but the fucking implementation, the fact that it like turns on and off like during EP, and they just can't possibly be fucked to put any goddamn system in for us to like participate or not on demand. What would it fucking cost them? What would it cost them to have it? Why? How about the renown system works when you put like armor on for the fucking the route? Like, ugh. For every piece of armor, you get one more renown point, and it doesn't have to be 5 fucking points. Like they just trap themselves into these things. Like, oh, it's 5, so 5 pieces of armor. Oh my god, so it could be 10. It could be 8. It could be 6. It could be any fucking number. It could be 2. How about just renown? How about the fact that your game engine is trash, and anytime you do fucking anything, like walk down the stairs, you go arg and lose half your fucking life. But no one cares, right? Because your hit points just come back. It's got that modern regenerating health. You got a shield and health. It's just boop, 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 boop. Fills right back up because you stood around for 4 seconds picking your ass. So no one cares that if you ride your bike and you try to make a turn, you go blarch and you lose all your shields. And you're like, what the fuck happened? Because your fucking shields just grow right back. But in renown, you're like, okay, I'm going to ride my bike over here and do a thing. And they're like, blark, oh, that's not coming back for the next 45 seconds. Then you go into the lost sector, and before you knew what you were doing, you're sitting in a corner waiting for your health. Like, you're just like, oh, I'm going to look at the wall for a minute until I get my hit points back. It forces you to play different. Like, no, that's pretty stupid value there. I know how to play differently. You're not showing me anything. You're not teaching this guy over here, this Griff guy, this guy with 2 thumbs. You're not teaching him how to fucking play any fucking different. Also, what is the value when Renown is gone next week? You teach me all the fucking world how to play with Renown. Renown's only here for 7 days. And it's only there when I choose to interact with or get forced upon me in EP. The faction rally. The faction rally also, they're just like, their fucking twab can suck a cock. Because the guy was like, there were limitations on the vendors. And he puts a link on the word limitations that you can go look at what, you know, like, if someone hyperlinks the word limitations in the sentence, there were limitations on the vendors that we had to overcome. You assume that when you click on that link, you're going to get in-depth version of what limitations are, right? Now, I'm not talking about a fucking links to dictionary.com and tells me what the word limitations is. And I'm not talking about what they actually fucking did, which was a link to a Twitter post that said there were limitations on the vendors. So fuck you. You just linked me to the thing you just wrote. There were limitations on the vendor. Click here for clarification. Okay, clarification. There were limitations on the vendor. Yeah, no fucking shit. That's what the guy wrote. Or backwards, like, why are you writing what he wrote? Why don't you just put the fucking quote? You're writing an article. What's the matter, honey?
Are you talking to the cat?
Oh. I thought my wife's like, you're screaming. Like, you're writing an article. You can put the goddamn thing. It can be like, regarding vendors, here's a quote from lead designer Schmoobadoob. And it still doesn't have any fucking information. Yeah, there were limitations and we finally overcame them. Like, I don't care. I don't fucking care how hard shit is. It's more important to me to be like, it's coming back and that's it. It's fucking coming back. It didn't come back in a month. You didn't foresee it being a problem, even though you're framing it as you discovered a limitation. And then what? When you found it, you were like, "Fuck it, no one's gonna want it anyway. Just take it out." No, you fucking assholes! Like, I almost used a really bad word there. But like, they're goddamn nincompoops. I'm coming for their ninjas. Like, I can't.
Oh shit! That bad, huh? Yeah.
It's really bad because you put it in the fucking game. The game didn't have it. People were like, "Why the fuck doesn't have it?" You're like, "You're right." You put it in, and then you took it the fuck back out. So people were counting on you to maintain your fucking stance and not be a wishy-washy piece of shit or like take out things that you're like if I put money in the bank and I go to take it out and they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't have enough right now, but you can take it out in a couple months." That's not fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's also the plot to It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. Like, I kind of need my money now.
Yeah, it's mine, and you said, like, "I'll keep it safe for you. You can have it back whenever you want." And they didn't fucking do that. It's almost exactly. It's like an almost perfect fucking parallel to what they did with these. And all that is because they can't get the fucking banks under control. Or the banks, the vault. The vault. Fine, they're gonna fix it now by putting in a system that's just astoundingly, like, I cannot believe they are putting it in with the collections for legendary items. I should be happy, but instead I'm more or less just like mollified, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm just like, okay. Now the 9 to 10 fucking months I've put up with your horse shit is over. And here's a system that still isn't exactly fucking perfect, because if I want to put something away and have it still be highlight level, the new system doesn't do that. I mean, it's going to come out at close to highlight level. They can't fucking tell us anything all the goddamn time. Everything is a goddamn adjective. Am I like Rush Limbaugh over here? Am I just like screaming about like shit so that people are just like, "Yeah, Griff, get mad"?
No, I mean, a lot of
No, I'm not questioning you.
Oh. No, it is frustrating, like, when they tease you with that kind of, like, information. Like, why can't you just come out and tell us? Like, what's the big secret about it?
Right, and if you're still working on it, whatever, like, if you pick the worst version of it and tell people it'll be like that, yes, you'll have to deal with people being like, "That's the worst version I mean, it's communicated." They'll be like, "That sounds bad," and you're like,
Yeah, it's
but at least if later on it's not that version, they'll be like, "Well, it's better than what they said," and it's still essentially miscommunication or lies or whatever you want to call it. It's omission of truth. It's all kinds of misdirected bullshit. It's not honest communication.
Right.
Which also, like, honest communication involves somewhat what they're saying now, which is like, well, we're still working on it, which is You can still be fucking working on it, but oh my god, what people will want is you could have just had
It's
a
some kind of
big bank vault,
transparency.
but you couldn't never fucking do that. It was always like, here's 50 more, and you're like, more. I always just said, how much fucking items are there in the game? Like 1,500. Then make the bank 1,500 spaces. Well, that's stupid, Griff. You wouldn't even. You got to wear some of it, so why would you put it all in the banks? Like, I don't fucking know. That's not the goddamn point. Why are there more mods than our mod screen can hold? No, wrong. Just incorrect. There's 110 fucking mods, by the way. 55 fucking mods. So even if you just wanted to carry all the blue mods, let alone all the purples, you can't. And if you want to put all of that, you put 50 on you and 60 in the bank, and the bank held 150 at launch. You're like, there goes 2/3 of my bank. Just to carry on the mods, which they themselves are on record as saying was terrible and knew were terrible when they launched the game. It's like impossible to talk about this game because it just keeps going in fucking like spirals, right? Like we started talking about like modifiers and guns, and it's like now we're talking about the modifiers and engines, and now we're talking about modifiers on weapons, which spiraled into like the mod system itself was terrible because of miscommunication, because they actually know it's bad and went with it anyway. I guess because Activision demands they meet their launch date and they pitched a bad launch date? Or something came up. Like, why is it no fucking company can ever fucking predict this shit?
Yeah, that's the other thing is it sucks when like a developer's hand gets twisted by a greedy ass publisher, and then they have to make changes that that may or may not be favorable by like the core hardcore community of the game.
Yeah, when a publisher is just like, you need to meet this launch date or whatever, they just have like inflexible and like any other thing. It's like inflexible. Oh. They can be inflexible for a lot of reasons because they choose to not be flexible.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some things you can't flex on because they'll like brick or whatever. But
yeah,
I'm not even saying that I don't understand the realities of it. I'm saying that a lot of those realities are chosen. We want they're like, I choose these realities in favor of the. And sometimes just because it's easier or simpler on them. Well, like, what's the big fucking loss to me if Destiny doesn't come out on September 9th and I have to wait until the next year? If I have to wait 3 fucking months to play a video game, that's not a big fucking deal. The closest thing to a big deal could be that I took time off work in advance to like play the video game when it comes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because at that point you feel like your time that you could have spent doing something else, something maybe a little more productive,
you just took someone out their word.
You just wasted on something that just ultimately disappointed you.
Yeah, and you made that decision by taking them at their word, and I think part of that's the person's mistake. Like if they took time off work based on the word of a Bungie GM or whatever you want to call it, a Bungie community manager, you don't know that person and that company. This is a thing that really bugs me, and I'm interested that people, companies are. People often like excuse whatever the fuck a company decides to do because the point of a corporation is to make money, right? Mm-hmm. They're not there for altruism. They're not there to cure the world's ills and hold your hand while you cry and shit. It's like, it's supposed to make money for the shareholders.
Right.
That just means we shouldn't have any fucking respect or care for them. They're just greedy, and greed is just a thing. Let's not even get into like whether it's like greed is good or bad. They're just greedy and selfish. So they should never be rewarded nor penalized. If they can't be penalized, they can't be rewarded. So if some fucking company's like, oh, we donated to the starving people in Africa, you're like, you did that so that we would like you. So shut up. You didn't do it for the people in Africa. End of story. No, we did do it for the people of Africa. No, you did it because it affects your bottom line. And if you didn't do it because it affects your bottom line, then you're a bad company. Like it's just the same fucking rule. If anything is allowed because it's bottom line, then nothing's a lie, everything's permitted. But Griff, there's just human beings behind all of this shit. Yeah. Hey, Dag. There's human beings behind this shit.
There is.
I've heard 3 out of 6 have volunteered for the raid. Oh, we were talking. I finally went and read This Week at Bungie, and yes, after reading it, I'm just frustrated that like people I trust to read and reinterpret things to me like can't do it. You know, it clearly says you will have loadouts and modifiers at the same time in the TWAB. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good luck.
Don't like your sword?
Damn.
Then you can melee. Melee will give you an overshield. It won't protect you from being one-shot by man.
Black out the one that limits like your heavy ammo or something? Oh, you get melee by enemies in one shot?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's only a 20x modifier. That was one of the weird things. Yeah, they were like, blackout, a new modifier. It says it's the written text says it's lethal, but like one of the devs was like, yeah, it's times 20 damage, and that made like all these people on the podcast I was listening to be like, well, what could you survive? Like, what's the scenario? I have an overshield while standing in a bubble, like. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the loadout thing at all. They're like, but hey, you could bring any auto rifle, and I'm like, was that not your original plan? Because I hate your original plan more than ever. Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna let us pick. The article mentions that they've invented 2 new modifiers for raiding only. And of course they're the secretest secret that ever secreted. So we can't be allowed to know. Right. Awesome. The second one is your super does double damage but doesn't drop orbs for anyone. That might actually be alright. You get to do your super all the time. It just does 1/10 damage and drops no orbs.
What would you say the name of the first modifier was there, Jay?
Miser.
Miser?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Heat Miser. Yeah, I don't know. They're all like too complicated in my head. Like you have no more grenade, melee, or super, but you drop double orbs. Like, wait, hey. You can only rotate, yeah.
Oh shit. That'd be hilarious.
Flip turned upside down. You only have accuracy in the air. This is alright. I mean, it's hard to stay in the air and shoot, but at least I can hit shit. Imagine if your ground accuracy was air accuracy. I was like, no. Power ammo constantly regenerates, but bricks take away ammo. Like, no, don't touch it. Turn off your raid gloves.
In that case, that would force you to use the other perks that are available for the gloves, right?
Exactly. Doing it wrong. You can't wear the lion ramparts.
Effectively not letting you get that milli that you want.
What an annoyingly specific modifier. How about they'll just steal yours, dag? No comms.
No comms, and everyone on your team speaks French.
Automatic Google Translate in place or whatever, like voice to text to speech.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that would be so. that'd be an interesting one.
How about HUH ... every every symbol you call out is wrong, or like when the symbol displayed is wrong.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Dog, but I guess it's not.
Huh?
I don't know. Yeah. Solo. Help me, Solo.
Oh shit.
Actually, it would be a rad modifier if you just couldn't see each other. There's just gunfire and dead enemies, like ghost.
You were there, weren't you, last night, Dag? When I posted that thing on LFG.
Yes, help me, Solo.
Looking to solo Nightfall, it just needs some moral support.
That's right.
I need someone to hold my beer.
Yeah, that's the best way. I like that. Look at the solo Nightfall. Get in here and hold my beer. And yes, so 2 new modifiers and Prism. You could read the article as if Prism is always one of the modifiers. Fan community and fan favorite Prism. will be returning. And I was like, you're just liars.
They're just a bunch of fucking trolls, is what they are.
Yeah. Yeah, yes. Is only the layers, yes. And they came out and straight up said, like, yeah, the current layers are the prestige encounter versions. Like, we made them as if they were prestige and never pulled out mechanics to make them like normal modes. Yeah, and I'm like, all right, well, yeah. I think we'd all had said that at one time or another. It's just cool to have it be like, yep, there it is, you know. Because when we were doing that Kaur Spire, I was like, this is a lot of fucking crap to just throw it in. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. No, this is not an educational. I kept thinking, like, throw 5 seconds on any of this, 4 seconds even, you know. And then, yeah, it's because it's just tightened up to that level. I'm not. Prism is one of those. Well, look, I have noted, and so maybe this is why Prism was like on the list, but there's not that many things with shields. So as long as you're running around with your primary Prism, is like, who cares? But I don't. My problem with Prism was always that it penalized the off colors. The solar's up, so Arc and Void. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it goes down. If it goes down twice as fast, you're in trouble. I'm not sure exactly how much Prism is. It's more than Singe, you know? You beat them up. Yeah. Yeah. If you can time it up. Yeah. There's no way to force that timing. It's actually it will be interesting. It may be literally the same timing every time. Yeah. Not quite, but yeah. Yeah, you can extend certain phases, that's for sure. So yeah. Yep. Anytime you destroy a ship, you get the whole ship phase timer over again. Which is crazy. It doesn't feel like that in there, but when you watch like people like testing it, you're like, oh well, you got it. Yep. That's why my kill clip has Rampage or whatever the fuck. No, Outlaw. And the armor and weapons thing was being explained to me very poorly. It's only weapons in the raid, and 400 weapons. Will so you can get 400 light level drops. The wording is really poor. It says, like, if it basically writes it out like, if you complete the whole raid, you'll get one 400 weapon. Which people are interpreting it as every encounter because of the way it's written. Yeah, it's actually ambiguous. Right, from Leviathan. Yeah, totally. Yep. Or Yeah, whatever. That's not what I. Yeah, I'm wrong. But it'll be like 2 from Eater of Worlds, right? There's like 2 chests that are from encounters, you know. You know, unless the exotic chest also counts, but that doesn't give you. It gives you engrams, is all. It's like the last 2 chests in Eater. It'll yeah. The way the guy wrote it is all. If you do all encounters, it's like people are like, oh, all encounters give it to you, and you're like, well, yeah, you could read it that way. But he didn't write any encounter. He wrote all encounters. So you have to figure out if he knows English good or not. You know, gooder.
Don't get too distracted.
Yes. Perception check. And then the armor is coming from the solstice event only. So 400 armor is only from that summer event.
Giggity goo.
And we don't know anything about that, so I don't know.
Of course not.
Of course not. You're a grown ass man. You don't know anything about events.
And
those
I don't need your
modifiers could be whatever the 2 super duper secret modifiers are. They might be really fun because it says something like, you know, they're raid centric and encourage teamwork or something. And I'm like, you know, what did I say, Craig? Just don't hit the donkey with the stick. Put the carrot on the end of it. Stop hitting the donkey.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what encourage means. There's positive and negative reinforcement.
Uh-huh.
Hoi. I'm not encouraged that they took the. I don't know what metrics they have about the outcry against the curated loadouts for Prestige Eater of Worlds. Like, as far as I could tell, people hated it so much they canceled Prestige Eater of Worlds until now to come up with something better. Yeah, modifiers, and you get to, oh, hey, we didn't tell them they could choose whatever auto rifle they want. Oh, yeah. Put that as like the new idea, you know. If they had a better relationship, my relationship with Bungie is just super damaged, so they can't, you know, anything they say becomes super suspect, and yeah. And to continue my grinding gear rant, I don't like this fucking eggshell blue Alliance Gaming thing. Give me my green back in the app. It's very minor. I get worked up when my bookmark icons change, so, you know. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, it doesn't sit well with me. I think we're actually very similar in that. I don't like it. I also don't care. Is that the right word? You know, like it because it involved, for me, a little bit of it is the fake, like, hey, what do you guys think? And it just changes, and you're like, don't ask. Yeah. You're just gonna.
You asked one time like months ago, and then you just out of nowhere change it, like without even like bringing the subject back up again.
Yeah.
To see what people's opinions are.
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. At least the Illuminati was like its own fucking copyrightable, made up word and shit. Huh. The idea that we were an all-inclusive cabal of secret Illuminati. It's just, yeah. It's like this thing. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
You want to do EP?
Yeah. This guy's sending me a message for EP, which it looks like there's 3 of us in the instance right now. If you guys want to maybe join in too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I might as well do that instead of wandering around the tower, so sure.
Alright, let me join this guy's party and then I'll invite you guys. Yep.
Ooh. Well, there's only 2 spots left in this raid, so there's Annie Raver is forming a raid in the band. Well, yeah, already one of his 4 have bailed out for trials. So.
Yeah, abandoned activity.
Hey, how you doing?
Escalation?
Yeah.
Alright, you guys doing escalation, join up on any of us. We're all anchors.
Cool.
I'm about to get my friend Almighty in here.
Oh, actually, Cray, I'll switch guys.
Alright.
Everybody complains on how long this shit takes to set up. I did this in 2 minutes. Yo, Almighty. You can join
100%
Crazy
confirmed.
Or Chewy. We're the anchors. We already got everything ready. We're just trying to get people in here. Let me invite the Zapper guy to the party. Me, Crazy, or Chewy. Chewy's on the phone right now though, so he's not talking. Yeah, I saw you post up in communities that you were looking for the escalation, so I was like, damn, what the fuck's this motherfucker trying to do? So I didn't know if I should invite you or not.
What's up? You're trying to pull an
Escalation.
all-nighter.
Zapper escalation.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Stay in this area because of me, Chewy, and Crazy.
You're right, it could fuck it up, but I was gonna suggest that he could leave and join one of us real quick.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter though.
No. Because we can still have the three anchors and whatever, Blueberry or
Yeah. I just want to get another sniper to put on a different character. I already got 2 of them. I just need 1 more.
You won't have to do that.
Earlier, everything bugged out, and we got to level 7, right? And the boss instantly died, and it gave us the chest, and we didn't get any loot from his body.
Wow.
We didn't even touch him, and it killed him. So we had to restart. I was pretty pissed. Taking that as a yes.
Let me make sure my thing is open so people can join up on me.
I'm appearing offline, so I'm not really sure if anybody's gonna be able to join up on me, but I don't care. Yo, Silver, join up on anybody.
Zapper.
Give me 1 sec. I'm just quickly putting some stuff in the vault.
All right. You got time, bro. Someone remind me at level 6 to switch to my sleeper. Right now I'm using my shotgun because this thing's a fucking god. Actually, no, I'll just keep the shotgun on. I just scammed a fucking scammer not too long ago. Earlier today. Dude said he was gonna carry me through Flawless. Yeah, said he was gonna carry me through Flawless. Told him that I would pay him afterwards. Got me to flawless. I didn't give that motherfucker shit.
Well, he didn't scam you if he got you through.
I know. Again, I scammed a scammer. He
Okay.
wanted me to pay him money, right? But because I was so stubborn, I guess that he decided to take a risk, make it to where I could pay him after.
Nice.
Yep, he learned from his mistakes. That's like the 12th time I've done that shit in 2 weeks.
Man, you gotta hit me up on that.
Who am I joining up on?
Anybody.
Zapper.
Or Zapper, that works. Yeah, we've got fucking 4 anchors, so... If we wanted to, we could expand this shit and get more people, but that's too much work. It'll be fine. We're farming this, right?
Sounds good to me.
Everybody knows how to do that, because I was playing with some motherfuckers earlier that didn't.
Yep.
Fucking killed him. Damn, who's this song by? This shit sounds good as hell. Fucking A, man. I love this song. Alright. Where's it at? Oh, alright. Somebody start that shit, bro. 20 seconds. There. Man. Fucking crystals suck dick. Hey, this gives you tokens, right, for your faction?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Pretty sure it does. I don't fucking care. That's good enough. I don't care. Tokens are tokens. I'll finish off my tokens on Monday. Alright, that shit for about an hour and I'll be done. Anybody know what next week's weapon is?
It might be.
Yeah.
Isn't there the one where it rotates?
I think it's all 3. I think it's all 3.
What weapon is it this week?
It's the fucking
Sniper.
I've already gotten 2 of them this week, but I need another one for another character. This fucking transferring shit's too much work. Plus, I like one of each element.
I don't get
Even if
why,
I do with
but
the Borealis.
my right side sensitivity is way slower than my left.
Check your dead zones. It's probably not your sensitivity, it's probably just your fucking joystick dead zones.
Probably. And let's have a look after this.
I always have them set to the same thing, if not it feels weird as hell.
I usually do, I might change to by accident.
You're in here, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Just checking.
I'm with Chewie and griffinmills, and then I see all of you as well.
No one's joined up on me yet on Zapper.
That's cause I don't have anybody on mine either, bro.
Oh.
It's 4 anchors. That means that the other 2 anchors have full fire teams.
Yeah, I got a full fire team. And so does Chewy or whoever.
Yep. I'm fucking fine with that though, man. Fucking.
Yeah, I mean we got eight people in the instance, so that's plenty. Or should be, right?
Yeah. You can get way fucking more, but I don't feel like.
But then
creating
it's
2
much
parties.
harder and you have to do more parties than that.
Way more.
Yeah, way more. It's fucking annoying.
What's the max amount of people in a server? And it like 16.
No. There's a way to glitch the server. Yeah, you can only have 9 people normally, but you can glitch the server and make it where anybody can join.
I'm detecting all sorts of strange hive bioenergy.
It's complicated, but basically everybody goes to close to a loading screen, and then before they go through it, they instantly hop on their sparrow and go through, and then they come right back.
No, man. The second it started, oh, I'm already forgetting it. That's my rage is based on a forgotten factoid. There was something he said right away. Oh, right. Man, anyone who complains about forming this instance is stupid. It only takes 2 minutes. Yep. Yeah, you're right. It does. It does only take 2 minutes.
Oh, that's because you only got lucky with this instance.
Yeah, there's
times,
no
not
context for
so lucky.
anything. Everything happens in a magic world that you live in.
Oh yeah, we finished the raid last night, 2 minutes. Cool. Yeah, so sorry for I didn't get on what you were
No,
talking
dude.
about before, because
It's not
a lot of times I'm
anything.
just like oblivious or slow to things like that. But yeah, it was kind of funny.
No, the curse you thing is just like a thing Dag and I like throw around.
Curse me. I don't know.
I was sad. I joined your team right away, then I had to switch guys, and someone snagged my spot. It would have been nice to just have our own little group.
Thanks for taking care of the hive.
Yeah, fair.
Reminded me of my gunslinger days.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then I'll get scammed by the scammer.
Well, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, but he just ripped that other guy off. Like if you write that down, and you just look at it. Some guy is charging for carries. I said, I'll pay you afterwards, and then I didn't. That's the story. I get it that people do, in fact, rip people off. I paid in-game currency in Diablo 3 for a Diablo hardcore carry, and the guy, just blocked me after I sent him 100,000 gold. And I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. Like, Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely, brother. We're on the same page. You just ripped that guy off. Done. I asked for a hamburger, and I was like, this is the kind of guy who likes to not give me the hamburger. And he gave me the hamburger, and I was like, I didn't pay, not paying for it. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Sucker, like.
might actually save that video clip.